Hello, Girl Scouts. Normally we'd be together in one big room at the Leadership Center together. Well, you know, Girl Scout resiliency is that we can't do that this year due to COVID. So I am filming this message with Anna filming me. And the exciting news is I am at the new pavilion at Camp Hoffman. And Anna is going to scan the pavilion right now so you can all see it. Isn't it amazing? We love the steel beams with the beautiful green color. The ceiling is just remarkable. And that same pickling is going to be on the sides of the pavilion as well. So this is a gift. It's a birthday gift for Camp Hoffman Centennial from the Champlain Foundation. And you are going to have a chance to give birthday gifts as well to Camp Hoffman. We are going to have a special coin campaign this year where we're going to be encouraging Girl Scout daisies to collect 100 pennies and Girl Scout brownies 100 nickels and on up, juniors dimes, and then quarters for the older girls. And then we're reaching out to many adults who have had so many memories here to also give a birthday gift to Camp Hoffman. All those gifts are going to go into what's called a camp endowment, and that's to preserve this most beautiful place for many generations of Girl Scouts to come. The other exciting thing coming up is that in October, the first Saturday, we're going to have the beginning of our celebrations for the Centennial for Camp Hoffman with a very special campfire program here. And then throughout the year, there'll be other events as well with a big event happening in July. You're going to want to look for that and other programs in the program guide that is coming out. You're not going to want to miss this opportunity to celebrate the big birthday for Camp Hoffman. So please mark your calendars now for that very special event. I really want to talk to you about the uncertainty of these times. You know, it is COVID and it's lasted much longer than any one of us would have ever imagined. It's uncomfortable and it's been interesting for myself and for others as we kind of navigate this new space, that there are days when we're doing really well and we're feeling proud of ourselves, right, for our resiliency. And everybody knows that word now, pivot. We're going to always associate the word pivot with COVID because that's what we're doing. We're pivoting from thing to thing. We're moving in one direction. We're realizing now we have to pull back as there's spikes in the country, and we're having to be resilient. But Girl Scouting has taught us that. Girl Scouting has taught us how to be resilient. And you as troop leaders are teaching our girls how to be resilient. We have Girl Scouts who have earned their Gold Award this year, and they're getting special packages delivered to them very soon because we can't gather together. And hopefully you've seen the wonderful write-ups on every Girl Scout Gold Awardee this year. There's going to be some videos coming out from them as well. So we're all learning how to do things in a different way. And you know what? Those things make us stronger. The wonderful thing, the other word that we've been hearing about COVID is the word pod. So a pod is a group of children that is no more than 15. And the beautiful thing about Girl Scouts is that we already work in pods. Our pods are called troops. Now some troops are a little bit more than 15, and they can be divided up to keep our numbers low so the girls can be together in safe ways. But I'm very excited. This summer, we've had families coming out to Camp Hoffman because we've made it safe for them to do so. We're providing families with different places where they can be together on these beautiful grounds, much safer than going to a public place where there are so many people. We're going to be doing that all year long. We are going to be offering Camp Hoffman free of charge for troops to meet in certain designated spots. And the wonderful thing about this space as well is that during the good weather, you're going to be able to meet outside, perhaps even in this pavilion, which is an amazing place for girls to meet. We're going to be also opening up our other camps for the same opportunity for troops who are closer to them to meet at those camps. We are also going to be opening up our Leadership Center so that you can also meet there if Warwick is a close enough place for you. The third thing, and you're going to have already received this notification, in fact it's going out today, is that we are going to have an exception this year only because of COVID, that troops are going to be able to meet in people's homes if the person with the home that's offering their home goes through a checklist that's very important because we have to make sure that girls are safe. And there's things in there like making sure that there's no alcohol nearby or that it's pet-free, particularly if there are girls in the troop with allergies. But more to come on that, and actually you will have already seen it by the time you see this video. So we're providing options. The other thing, speaking of options, is not just meeting places, but it's also how you're going to engage with girls. Now, we all know that if schools are going to be a hybrid of in-person or virtual, or if we end up having to have all virtual with school, that people get virtualed out. We realize that. But until we can all gather together, virtual is a wonderful option, and Girl Scouts USA has put together the most amazing virtual programs with people that we would never have access to. So that is one option. The other thing is that I would really hope that troops might have a hybrid. You might meet sometimes virtually and then sometimes in person, especially with all the options now that we're providing for in-person meetings where girls can gather, because of course that's what they prefer to do. There's other opportunities too, and our staff is going to be meeting together and really there's a thing called design thinking, where you start to think outside the box. You first have to get yourself out of the box. So how can Girl Scouting look different in terms of how we meet the needs of girls? I have seen this summer through our Beyond Camp program, girls having an absolute amazing time at home, designing their own obstacle courses or cooking their own meals and then demonstrating those through video. It's been so exciting. These girls have had so much fun. So I invite you to try to have fun with them in a virtual way. The other exciting thing that I think we have an opportunity for is that troops always meet as a troop. But in this new world, it could be that troop leaders decide that they might want to have a virtual connection with 1 or 2 or 3 Girl Scouts at a time, where they feel that they're very special getting to meet with a troop leader 1-on-1 or 2 or 3-on-1. This is a great opportunity for you to get to know your girls in even a more intimate way. You know, we have found that even with our staff in our office, that most of us are still working from home, but we are in the office sometimes 1, 2, 3 days a week. We have been able to serve you hopefully in every meaningful way possible because we have been able to connect with you either virtually or we've been meeting with you by appointment at the office. We're going to continue to do that. Anytime any volunteer wants to meet with one of our staff in the coming few months while we're not open yet to the public, we dedicate ourselves to meeting with you at a time that's going to be convenient for you. So please do not hesitate if you want to meet with a member of the team to let us know, and we certainly will meet you at the Leadership Center. You already know that Louise is packaging up any items for the store that people want. You can prepay, be safe, come by, just pick up your order. We're going to continue to do those things. If there is any other way that we can better serve you, please don't hesitate to ask. We are trying to think of every possible way that we can still provide the kind of experience that girls have come to enjoy. The other thing is our program expansion. The Mariner program is something that you may have heard about because Girl Scouts USA has been really rolling out more the Trailblazer in the Mariner program. And I am so excited that we have formed a wonderful partnership with a couple of organizations that I think together with our staff are going to be able to provide you with a most amazing Mariner experience. It started in part with a dear friend of mine from many years ago, and she works with and has worked in the past with Tall Ships America. I've known Nancy Richardson for, probably from back in the 70s when I started with the Girl Scouts. And Anna and Cassie have had a chance to meet with her, and she is just a dynamo. She's in her 80s right now, and yet she is still helping us to lift up the Mariner program with her connections with Tall Ships and with other organizations, including the Oliver Hazard Perry facility. So stay tuned for the Mariner opportunity. You're not going to want to miss that too. Girls, look for adventure. And in addition to things like our high ropes course and archery here, Tall Ships is going to be another adventure that many girls are not going to want to miss. So please stay tuned. Please get your girls renewed. At this point in time, we have a pretty low renewal rate, and that is so surprising to me because of all the many options that we're providing right now. And you know what? Girls need Girl Scouts. We need each other, and we need to connect with each other in any number of ways that we can possibly do so that girls know that they have a place and will always have a place to belong, and that's the Girl Scouts. So travel with us on this journey that we had not anticipated, nor had we wanted, but you know we can do it, and we will do it. And I think that that's the end of my message virtually. Hopefully I'm going to see many of you at one of these events in person, because I know that we're going to be meeting with different groups of people at different times during that last week of August. So meanwhile, Happy Girl Scouting. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everything that you have done and will continue to do to make sure that Girl Scouting is a very, very special program in the lives of the girls that we serve. Have a great Girl Scout year.